Hello guys, welcome back to Daily Programmer. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install Flutter and Dart on your machine. So without further ado, head to your Chrome and search Flutter. Go to the first link, or okay, let's go to install. Okay, you choose your operating system. If you're on Windows, you choose on Windows. Or this is for Mac. Let's go to Android. Start with Android first. So my computer, I'm on Apple Silicon MacBook. So go to this place, download Android Studio. You click on it. Okay, this is a tutorial on how to download it. So you click on this place. Then you see Android Studio. You click on this and then download it. So automatically it should detect your operating system and give you the appropriate one to download. So I think I've already downloaded this, so I don't need to download it again. So let's go back. So if you go back, it's actually a good idea to install Git as well. So go to this place and install Git if you haven't done that already, because it's going to come in handy. So you come here, install Flutter. So this is for the Intel processor. For those of you using MacBook, this tutorial is for you. So this is for the Intel processor and this is for M1. For me, I am using an M1 machine, so I will install this. So click on this and install it. So you click on it, you say started installing. With me, I will delete it because I've already installed it earlier. So once you finish installing it, you go to this is the most important thing here. So you go to this process. Let me show you how to do this. Go to where you downloaded it. So mine, I downloaded it here earlier. You double click on it to extract. Wait for it to finish. Yeah. So after extracting, copy it and keep it wherever you want to have it. So let me copy it. Let me remove it from here. Let me go to my desktop. I think I'll keep it in my desktop. Create a new folder. Call it development. Make sure you name it the same way I name mine. You paste the Flutter Flutter SDK here. So here now, you go back to your browser. You see they gave you a process on how to add Flutter to your part. This is very, very important because this is how your computer will know that Flutter actually is installed in your computer, because at this point, your computer doesn't know that Flutter is installed. So look at how you're going to go to your terminal. You can search for, this is just for people using Mac. You can search for echo. You can type echo. Shell. So this shows you what shell are you using. So you're using a ZSH shell. So yours might be different, but this is what I'm using. So if you're using a different shell, make sure you do it with respect to that shell you're using. So type in ls-a. ls-a means list all the folders and files, including the hidden ones. This -a means including the hidden ones. So you press enter. So as you can see, I have this file here, .zshrc. So this is my shell file. Yours might be different. Let's say you're using other different shell, it might be different. So make sure you use a different part if you're using a different shell. So you say nano dot. The reason why the file name is starting with dot is because it's a hidden file. So normally if you do a normal ls, you will not see this file. That is why you need to add the -a argument for it. So you press enter. So this place contains your parts variables, where all the variables this is where you tell your computer, okay, I have this thing in my computer. I've already installed Flutter. I need to tell it. This is how I'm going to tell the computer where that Flutter is located. So you just copy this, then go somewhere here, then you paste it. Then you scroll down, you come down here. This is, I pasted that Flutter in our desktop. So you come here and say desktop. Make sure it is spelled the same way. Desktop. slash development. I told you last time, I told you you should name the folder development. So it's going to be desktop slash development slash Flutter and Bean. So to exit out of Nano, this is Nano. It is very difficult for you. It's it is a little bit complicated for beginners to exit out of it, just like Vim. You press Ctrl X and you say Y and then enter. So let's restart our terminal and see if Flutter is showing. Whenever you write Flutter dash dash version, it should show you something. Whenever it shows you something, you know that you have successfully added Flutter to your part. So let's wait for it. I think it's taking some time, probably because of this is the first time. Okay, it's telling us a new version. Okay, so that version is 3.41, and then Flutter version is 3.22.1 stable channel. So if you have reached this extent, you know that you have done a good job. So Flutter is actually installed and you set the part correctly. So let's go back. Once you've installed the Android Studio, so this is how you're going to do this. You need Android Studio to do these things. So this is my Android Studio DMG. I'll drag it into the application. Then I'll just wait for it to complete. Then you type Android Studio. You open it. Allow it. Don't send. So you reach this place. You say SDK not found. Click on next. It asks you to install this, so you click on next. Emulator, Android SDK builds. All these things are required for your Android development, so accept it. Install. So give it some time. It should install completely. So welcome back, guys. So as you can see, I finished installing this. So let's proceed. Click on finish. So you can just create any project. For now, I just need to show you something. Just follow my step. Just create anything. Just name it whatever. Yeah, so SDK component. It needs to download SDK component. So now we've not actually started with Flutter yet. We're just trying to set up Android Studio. So wait for it to download. Click on finish. You open this. As you can see, this is not Flutter yet, but we are coming there. Don't be scared of any of these things. You go to this project structure. Taking time. Wait for this build to finish. This Gradle build. You click on settings. You go to plugin. Make sure you go to plugin. You search for Flutter. Go to marketplace. Make sure you're in marketplace. So the first one is this Flutter with 18 million downloads. So you click on it, install, you accept. So it's installing. So you have to restart the IDE. So you click on restart IDE, restart, you exit, terminate. So in this case, close it again. It takes you back to this place. As you can see now, you have a tab called New Flutter Project, right? It's because of that plugin installed. So make sure you install that. Click on new project. Come down here, select Flutter first. Create. Here is where you type daily programmer. Right? Leave everything as default. Then create. Wait for it. To take time for the first time. So as you can see, you don't have any device. So let's start from scratch. You click on this place, see device manager. So you click on this add device, create virtual device. Select any device. Let's say you have a phone, small phone. Let's select a small phone, or let's select a medium phone. Click on next. So you download the system image. So select any system image here. Let's just select the first one. Click on, or let's select this one, API 34, because this is the default. You click on download. You accept the license. Click on next. So let's give it some time to download. So as you can see, it has downloaded now. So everything is okay. So you click on finish. So you see that this is now available. You click on next. You just need everything by default. You create the device. So as you can see, the device is on the drop down. Yeah. So click on run. So wait for it to start. Starting AVD. Wait for it to start. Wait for it. So we have our beautiful emulator setting up. So give it some time. So you have an emulator. For those of you that don't know, an emulator is more like an Android phone. It gives you all the features of an Android phone so that you can test your app without having to run it on a physical device. So this is more like a virtual phone. So click on run. This place here, click on run. So let's give it some time. Let's see how it goes. Welcome back. So while running the app, I encountered some errors, so which I will show you how to fix all of them. So the first thing you're going to do is that go to your Android Studio, or you can go from here. You can go to Tools, go to SDK Manager, select it, then go to SDK Tools. Make sure you install this SDK command line tools. It is very important. So at some point it will show you an error to do that. So make sure you install it, check it. Just like this, you check this, you click on apply, and it will go ahead and ask you to install it. But in this case, it should be the Android SDK command line tools. Do you get? So that is one of the fixes. And then for most of you will not face this next issue, but in case if you face any other issue, what you should do is that you will you check this your Android SDK build tools is 35, right? If Android SDK build tools here is 35, and for some reason your Android, you are getting an error that says can't find build tools 30.0.3 or whatever error that had to tell you that you cannot find any build tools, which the version is not actually the same as this. Can't find build tools. Let's say this is build tools. What we have here, SDK build tools 35. So if you have any error that says probably in your that can't find SDK build tools 33 or 30.0.3, if you have that kind of error, most of you will not have it, but I don't know, for some reason I had it. So look at the fix you're going to have. You go to your Android. You see, look at these folders. You have your Android here. You have your build.gradle. Where is your build.gradle? Build.gradle. No, it's not this one. You have two build.gradle. Don't confuse. This is build.gradle, and this is another build.gradle. If you go to app here, you see another build.gradle. This one you go to. You add this line here. Make sure you spell it correctly. Build tools version 35.0.0. So the reason why it is 35.0.0 here is because mine here, if you look at this place, mine here is just 35. So 35 meaning that is the other versions are 0.0. But if you see 35.2, 5.0, you still write it there. Make sure you write it exactly as it is. So here I have 35 there, that's why I have 35.0. Your numbers should be 3, 35.0.0. So that is it. Another one again is for you to be on the safer side, to make sure that everything works fine. If you close this your emulator, you come here, you click on open, you go and locate where this project is created. This project, this daily programmer project that we just created. You go and locate where it is created. Click on open. It's always in the Android Studio project because we use Android Studio to create it. So you go to daily programmer and you go to Android. When you go to Android, you click on open. It will go ahead and install whatever you need for the Android part to work. To install whatever you need for you. In this case, it has already installed for me Android Gradle 7.3.0. This thing is very, very important so that your app will run correctly. But most of the times it will work correctly. It's just that for some reason your own is not working, though it's supposed to work. So I guess that is it. So make sure you install. Most important thing, install. For all of you here, you always have an error to install this. So go ahead and install it. You always have an error to install this particular one, this command line tools, this one. So make sure you just go ahead and install it immediately before you even start running the app. So that's it. So let's run the app and see what we have. So you click on run. So give it some time. Wow. So as you can see, our Flutter app is running. So this is a simple basic Flutter application. Let's give it some time to, why is it not running? Okay, let's give it some time. So don't worry, you don't need to understand any of these things. Your goal is just to learn how to install this. I don't know why this is taking time to review. Normally it should have review faster. Let me go here. This is the app. Look at the app here. So this is the simple counter application. See, this is a simple counter application all this code is just, look at what it's doing. So it's just from the Flutter team. So whatever you create within Flutter project, this is what you see. So let me try and run this thing also on the web. So here you come here, click on terminal. This is terminal. You say Flutter run. You say Flutter run the device. -D means the device is Chrome. You know, Flutter is multi-platform, so you can run it on a web. You see the web folder on everywhere. So let's run it on web. Let's see. Come here and press enter. Let's give it some time. That's the D means device. So device is going to be what? Chrome. So that is what you're telling it. So let's see if, keeping our fingers crossed, let's see if it works on Chrome as well. Okay, it's loading. Wow, what a beauty. It's also running on our Chrome. So you can count its counter application. This is just all it does. See, that is exactly the same thing that we have on our mobile device that we have on the web. So see how beautiful Flutter is. So I think I'm done with the Android part. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.